In 2026, one supplement keeps selling out. It is not a new miracle pill. It is creatine, the gym bro powder from the 90s. Suddenly it is in gummies, drinks, and coffee. Pharmacies post sold-out signs week after week. And people are buying it for their brains, not their biceps. So what changed, and is the hype real? For 30 years, creatine lived in one box: lifting. Now wellness influencers call it a brain booster. Some of these claims are rock-solid science. Others are early, hopeful, and still unproven. Mixing the two is how people get misled. Today we separate the proven from the promising. First, creatine is not a drug or a hormone. It is a natural compound your body already makes. Your liver and kidneys build it from amino acids. Your body produces about 1 gram of it a day. You also eat it, mostly in red meat and fish. A normal diet adds roughly 1 to 2 grams daily. So it is already part of your everyday biology. Once inside you, where does creatine go? About 95% is stored in your muscles. There it sits as a fuel called phosphocreatine. Think of it as a tiny charge battery. A battery your cells can drain in an instant. The fuller that store, the more backup you carry. Every cell runs on a molecule called ADP. ADP is your body's energy currency. When you spend energy, ADP loses a piece. It becomes a spent, empty version called ADP. Picture a coin that pops out a slice when used, and your muscles only hold a few seconds of it. This is where creatine earns its reputation. Phosphocreatine rapidly recharges spent ADP. It hands over the missing piece in a flash. So your energy currency is refilled mid-effort. More phosphocreatine means a bigger backup battery and a bit more work before you hit fatigue. So creatine helps short, intense bursts of effort. Think lifting, sprinting, and jumping. Not slow marathons, but quick, powerful moves. It shines in that first 10 to 15 seconds. That extra rep is where the benefit shows up. Now, how strong is the evidence really? Here the science is genuinely strong. Creatine is the most researched sports supplement there is. Hundreds of randomized controlled trials have tested it. That trial design is the gold standard of evidence. It has been studied for decades across many groups, and they mostly point the same direction. When you combine creatine with training, you gain more. Studies show roughly 5 to 15% better strength. That comes with meaningful gains in power output. In practice, that is a few extra reps. On its own, one workout sounds small, but those reps add up over months of training. Creatine also supports lean muscle mass. But here is an honest detail people miss. Some early weight gain is simply water, and that water is held inside the muscle. It is not puffy fat or underskin bloat. Over time, real muscle follows the training. One practical question: which form do you buy? Creatine monohydrate is the gold standard. It is cheap, well-studied, and proven to work. Fancier forms cost more and promise more. But HCl and ethyl ester are not proven better. For most people, plain monohydrate is the smart pick. So how much should you actually take? The standard dose is 3 to 5 grams a day. Taken every day, consistently, over time. An optional loading phase fills muscles faster. That means about 20 grams a day, split up. You do that for 5 to 7 days, then drop back. Loading is optional. Skipping it just works slower. Timing barely matters. Consistency is what counts. So strength is settled science. But 2026's hype is about something else. Your brain is an incredibly hungry organ. It burns huge amounts of ADP energy. And your brain stores a little creatine too. So, could a fuel recharger help your mind too? Here we have to be honest with you. The brain evidence is emerging, not settled. is far less certain than the muscle data. Some trials show benefits, others show little. The studies are often small and short. So treat the brain story as promising and unfinished. Still, the early signals are intriguing. The biggest effects appear when the brain is stressed. Think sleep deprivation or mental fatigue. When your reserves are low, creatine may help most. Vegetarians and older adults may notice it more. There's even early work on mood. But mood research is still very preliminary. Not everyone feels creatine the same way. It depends on how full your tank already is. If your stores are low, there is more room to fill. And those people tend to notice the biggest change. Vegetarians and vegans often start lower. That is because meat and fish are the main food sources. So they may see the clearest benefits. Older adults also tend to have lower stores. For them, creatine plus training may aid muscle. But some people are simply non-responders. Their muscles are already nearly full. So extra creatine has little room to work. That is normal and nothing to worry about. Now, let us tackle the scary myths. Let's start with the biggest myth. Creatine is not a steroid. It is not a hormone and does not act like one. It is a natural compound found in everyday food. Its weight gain is intramuscular water, not fat. Comparing it to steroids is just wrong. Next, the kidney scare. In healthy people, this is a myth. Decades of data show no kidney damage. Creatine can raise a lab marker called creatinine, but a higher number does not mean harm. It just reflects how creatine is processed. But there's a real exception here. This safety record is for healthy people. If you have existing kidney disease, be cautious. In that case, talk to your doctor first. Honesty matters more than hype here. Then there is the hair loss fear. This rests on a single small 2009 study. It found a change in a hormone called DHT, but no actual hair loss was measured. And no study has replicated that finding since. So the evidence here is very thin. One last myth that you must cycle off. There is no need to take breaks from creatine. Daily, consistent use is the proven approach. Your body does not become dependent on it. Steady habits simply keep your stores topped up. So let us bring it all together. For strength and power, the science is solid. For the brain, it is promising but early. It is safe for healthy people and cheap. Plain monohydrate, 3 to 5 grams daily. This is general information, not medical advice. Check with a professional about your own health, especially if you have any kidney issues. The proven part is genuinely worth knowing. The brain story we will keep watching for you. If this helped, subscribe to Calorierecipe. We will keep separating science from hype.